Are we on? Oh, yes, we are. We have one person in the house. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'm on the road right now. Let me just see that I can see all the chat. All the chat. Live chat. Here we go. Patricia, hello. Hi, the cosmic hyena. Oh my goodness. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I just wanted to go live really quickly, and I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me well. Because I haven't been here for a while. I the internet has been bad. There have been power outages, and it was too risky. And right now I'm on data, so I don't know how long this will hold. Hi, everybody. Daniel, 16 people in the house. Oh, you guys are awesome. I'm very well, thank you. I am excellent. I'm in Namibia right now. I'm leaving Keepmanshoek. Keepmanshoek. It's a town about 2 hours from the South African border, and I'm driving to South Africa. I'm crossing the border today to go into South Africa, and I'm going to stay in Springbok, right? So I'm on the west coast of the African continent, driving down the west coast towards Cape Town, which is at the very southwestern point of Africa. That's where I am. And I'm going to be driving and talking to you for a few minutes. And I want you to see the landscape. This is beautiful. This is Africa. I'm just going to show you real quick here I'm going to make a quick turnaround, and I'm going to turn the camera while I'm driving so you can get the vibes, so you can participate in the vibes. Ooh, I know. Isn't it amazing? My friends, no matter what's happening in the world, no matter what's happening around you, no matter how much the dictators of our time are trying to oppress us, I want to tell you there is always a way for you, beautiful, divine, aligned starseed, to have a good life. There's always a way. You can find your way to happiness, to freedom, to 5D, no matter what's happening. And I know what's happening in the world. They are cracking down. They are going all out. And they're trying to make history repeat itself again and again and again. And I want to talk about that for a little bit, okay? So I'm going to start driving. Have I visited the abandoned mines? No, I haven't. The thing is this. In Namibia, I haven't looked at a lot of places because I feel I need to get to Cape Town. So I'm just going pretty straight to Cape Town. I'm going to get myself settled there. I'm going to look at all my things that I need to look at, my tax status, because, like I said, I do not want to pay a single dollar more of taxes to the Canadian dictators. I'm not doing it. I have to get that regulated. I have to get myself sorted. Get my Jeep ready for adventures and then go adventuring, right? So I want to show you guys that freedom is possible. There is a way. And from what I'm seeing, what's happening in Canada right now, I'm slowly really understanding why my spirit guides told me in August to get out. Get out now. That's why within 2 weeks I sold everything I left. Because in order to fill my mission and purpose in my way, I need freedom. And I need to be here. And I'm going to tell you the work that I'm doing. And now let's start on that subject of dissolving the Annunaki black magic slave matrix codes. That's a big one, huh? Dissolving the slave matrix created by the Annunaki 400,000 years ago. That's what happened. And that's why the world is in such a state. That is why humans accept the negatives, telling them what to do, oppressing them, pressing them more and more into a road of negativity, descension. They want us to descend, unfreedom, contraction instead of expansion. So the negative soul groups of this world, who are ruling the world still, yeah, in most places, I mean, they haven't won, but they are pretty much ruling the world in most places. They are wanting humanity to be their slaves so they can take energy from them. They want them to contract. They want them to descend, because if humanity ascends, then they'll disappear out of their reach and they won't be able to use and abuse them anymore and just feed off them and just pillage humanity's energy resources, Mother Gaia's energy resources. Do you guys agree? Dr. Phil is a draconian. Oh, I have not. I have not analyzed him properly yet. You're going out of the loop. So, I'm going to start driving, all right? And it'll be fine because I want you to see this beautiful scenery. And this is where I do my energy work. When I'm driving, my friends, I do the work that I'm about to tell you about that I want you to do too. We need to do this together. We're in this together, my beautiful starseed. So I'm going to turn the camera around. All right, I think you can do that here. 1 second. I'm going to turn the camera around. Here we go, and let you know where I'm going. Look at this. This is Namibia. This is Africa. And my friends, Africa is where it all started. So I'm going to tell you the story again. I think I told you maybe once before in a video, but I'm going to tell you a quick story. This is where it began. This is the cradle of humanity, this land. This is where it started. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I feel this is where the seed of humanity was planted, and where consciousness expanded first on this world. And I feel this is where beautiful, amazing civilizations were created in the era of Lemuria. So, and pre-Lemuria, this is pre-Lemuria. Lemuria is an era of the rising of the consciousness of humankind, created from earth seeds and star seeds and different blueprints all over the galaxy. And I have seen, my friends, I have seen ruins, I have seen stone circles, I have seen very, very, very old stone, I would say, formations that were castles, that were cities, that were energy objects, much bigger than Stonehenge. And this is how it was here in Africa. This is the cradle of all the beautiful things. And you know, that's why about 400,000 years ago the Annunaki came here to Africa, because they needed gold. We know this. They needed gold so that their planet Nibiru could survive. They needed it for their atmosphere. We know that. Zachariah Sitchin, many people have written about this. Michael Tellinger, right? So they came, and of course they didn't want to do the work, and they are a negative soul group. So they came and took this beautiful ascending humanity, the collective. They took them and they started manipulating their genetics and turning off those genes. Oh, look at this, my friends. This is, there's a woman on a bicycle right here. This is like a sight to see. I wonder who she is. Wow. Look at her. A woman on a bicycle. Ooh. Wow, good for you, girl. Yeah. So, what the Anunnaki did is through black magic, right? And it's not a lab thing, my friends. We all think about genetic manipulation of the ETs in the labs. No, this is black magic. And the Anunnaki have very strong, powerful, dark magic. And they encoded a degeneration of the DNA of humans to make them submissive, to make them into slaves. And they locked it with a key. So the DNA, the black magic used a black key to lock up the DNA. And this is only to be unlocked through higher consciousness, through light codes, you know, through what we call ascension codes, light codes, opening of the consciousness, awakening, the great awakening. So consciousness is the key, not some sort of weird lab stuff. Consciousness is the key. And you and me, you who is watching and me, we are awakened. We are awakened souls, and through our awakening we are undoing and unlocking that black magic, and we are unlocking our DNA, and we are dissolving that slave matrix which is locked within the black magic. So that's why I call it the Annunaki black magic slave matrix spell. It is a spell upon humanity. I mean, guys, you talk to people all the time, every day. I mean, they're under a spell. You can't tell me they're not. They're hypnotized. They are under a dream spell. The most intelligent people don't see that the governments and corporations and industries of the world are together in one group, oppressing humanity and slowly killing our spirit, killing our freedom, and turning us into zombies through the V, through fear mongering, through control of the media, putting out lies. We know this. We know this. And a lot of people don't see it, but it's because it's the dream spell and they're still locked. The key is closed. The key is locked. Okay? Are you seeing this beautiful countryside, my friends? Wow. Don't worry, I've got the phone like hooked on the top thing here, so it's not dangerous. I'm looking at the road. Look at this. Ooh, look at those mountains. I'm gonna... Here, you see? Those are the mountains. Okay, so my dear friends, that's what happened 400,000 years ago, right? The dream spell was put upon us, and I feel a lot of us are born without that dream spell, or when we come into the body. And my friends, I'm channeling this information right now as I'm talking to you. I feel that when we come into the body, into the earth plane, incarnate in a human body, there is kind of like a matrix that is upon the earth, upon the masses, and upon every human body. But if you are an awakened starseed that has already done a lot of work, then when we are born, I feel that that matrix doesn't have a hold of us. It's very, very weak. It tries to, but it's very, very weak. I don't feel that I ever had that slave matrix upon me. I don't feel it. I didn't have to dissolve my slave matrix because I was never under this slave matrix. Maybe I hadn't awakened to certain information, but I was not shocked to find out that the New World Order, that the CABAL, that those who rule the world have put this network of lies and of illusion upon all societies, to have us think this is normal how we live, to have us think that we are free, to have us think that the banking system, the government systems, the industry, the corporation systems, the debt, you know, the wars, murderers, all the negative stuff, right? I never thought that was normal, but the dream spell has us think this is normal. I never was under that dream spell, so I was not shocked to find out what was going on, to find out that we are really not free, to find out that we have just different versions of the North Korea thing. You know, North Korea is absolute hell on earth. It's like the most obvious oppressed dictatorship rule there is, and we are all living in different versions of it, just very, very much lighter versions, perhaps. I mean, society, right? And I was not surprised. I was like, yeah, of course. I just had to find out, right? So many of us humans are still under this dream spell because the key is on lock, right? The Anunnaki magic, the slave matrix that makes people want to be obedient, that makes people want to take directions, that makes people feel good and safe when they follow rules of governments, that make them not want to be autonomous, that make people You see, this dream spell makes people slovenlish. Slovenlish, is that a word? Lazy. It makes them want to sit on the couch and do nothing. It takes away their incentive. It takes away the spark. It takes away motivation. It takes away wanting to do new things. That's why some people, they just they want to be in their 9-to-5 jobs. They just want to be told what to do. They want to take the V. They want to feel safe. They want a big daddy all their lives, a big government to tell them what to do because they don't want to make choices for themselves. Do you understand this, my friends? That's the slave matrix. It's not normal. It is not normal, my friends. It really isn't. It's not. So, I hope that makes sense so far. Most of humanity, I'm going to check what percentage at some point. I feel maybe 60 to 70% of humanity is still fully under the slave matrix. Some are half awake, but there's more and more people awakening fully. Okay, my friends, I think I'm going to make a little stop to see if we're still here, to read some of your comments. I think that it's holding. Are you liking this story time? Are you liking this story time with a beautiful African landscape? Oh God, I freaking love Africa so much, my friends. I love Africa so much. I don't think I'm ever leaving. Never leaving, man. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Take a little break, talk to you. See if you are, the stream is holding 60 people in the house. Wow. Here we are. Yes. Ooh. You're lions. Oh, yes. Thank you. Not surprised to find out. So, the question is, what can we do? Every one of you has a different role. Every human being has a different role. Those truckers all around the world, that's the army of the Alpha Centauris. I told you before, I saw this. They're the Alpha Centauris. Because an Alpha Centauri, in the Centauri system, which is close to Alpha Draconis. I don't know if I mentioned this, but yes, the Draconians, if you zoom out and look at galactic history, the Draconians who came from a parallel dimension, who were thrown out because they wreaked havoc there, they were put onto Alpha Draconis, a very barren place. But they didn't die. They survived and they created a society. It took a long time, but they were able to survive. They're very hardy. The Draconians, the negative dragon beings, right? The reptilians, or however you want to call them. The negative soul group that's wreaked a lot of havoc in this galaxy. So they recovered on their planet after hundreds of thousands of years. They built spaceships and they started to go into space, right? Because remember, they're negative. They can't go higher than maybe the very, very low 5D, the high 3D. And they saw the Centauri system with Alpha Centauri and Beta Centauri. And Beta Centauri, or Hadar, is a star system which is the heart of the universe. It's a beacon of love. And those beings there, though they're human type beings, humans like us, mostly, also mermaids, also fairies, they were the most loving, beautiful, innocent beings. And the Draconians went and they destroyed that planet. They did. But remember also one thing before we think too much of those poor people and the victims. A negative soul group cannot emerge if it's not invited by the vibrations of the people of that planet. But it takes only a few people to start being really negative, to start being able to manifest negative soul groups. So every planet that is overtaken has done something to be overtaken, right? I mean, they go as far as they can, the negatives, but also we humans have been very negative. I mean, look at our history. Look at how far humans are going now. Humans. Look at what they're doing to each other. Of course they're going to manifest negative soul groups and perpetuate them if they're willing to trample over corpses for their own gains. If they're willing to be negative and kill each other too. Right? So if a negative soul group comes and overtakes, it's always a vibrational match So that's what happened on Hadar, Beta Centauri. I haven't dived really deep to see how they were able to go and manifest there, but they did. And they started destroying the planet. They wanted the sweetness of the love of the Hadarans. And Hadar became a prison planet. It did. Not for long because it was destroyed. And the Alpha Centauris, the neighbors of the Beta Centaurians, they're the strong ones. They're the centaurs. They're the horses. They're the water beings as well. They came and they fought. They fought with the Draconians and they helped a lot of Beta Centauris, right? So they're warriors, but they were not able to save the planet and they feel bad about it. So they hate the Draconians. And that's why the seemingly passive or, like, I don't know, redneck, whatever you call them, group of the truckers who are Alpha Centauris incarnate, a lot of them. That's why they stand up. That's why they did this. They're like, we see this draconian regime and we're not going to let happen again what happened on Hadar. We're standing up, and that's why they're standing up. And you see they're beautiful, peaceful people, but they're very strong. They're very strong, right? So that's the thing. The Alpha Centauris are standing up. And amongst them, I've seen dragons, dragon blueprints, lion blueprints. I told you before, the rhino blueprints, those big heavy animals, they're there helping. And they're being activated. And I know it's looking kind of negative a little bit. But, what is happening now is not what happened on Beta Centauri. And it's not what happened in the Orion constellation where the Draconian Empire kind of took over, or Lyra. Those planets were destroyed. But we are different. Earth is different. We are a collection of so many different starseeds incarnate doing an inside job upholding the light. And now I come to the point. I know I talk a lot around the bush, but now I come to the point what you can do. The Alpha Centauris are standing up in the convoys. They're physically there. They're standing up waving the flags. All other starseeds too. And if you think, okay, I'm not in Canada, but what can I do? What can I do? What you can do is you can do energy work wherever you are. Even if you don't physically go out and do something, but obviously do that as well. You can do the energy work. And what is it? You can do the same thing that I've been doing here when I'm traveling, all right? Oh my God, I love the truckers. The truckers, they're so awesome. Sometimes I wish I was right there in Toronto, right there rallying with them. But, we all have our role to play. So what you can do, my friends, what I have been doing is I'm seeing, my friends, that the root, and we come back to the root of all evil and of all good started here in Africa. The Annunaki came first to Africa, and South Africa is the stronghold of the Annunaki energy. That's why I'm here. And I've been realizing in the last few weeks, I was drawn to suddenly fly to Africa to do very powerful magic energy work to dispel the black magic of the Anunnaki here. And I'm fearless. I'm fearless, my friends. I'm driving and I'm seeing it. I'm coming closer to South Africa, and South Africa, the country South Africa, is a stronghold of Anunnaki black magic. I've never seen so many weird landscapes with mines. You know how many? It's like a Swiss cheese down there. There's so many mines. All over Africa, actually, there's mines, but especially South Africa. Gold mines. Gold comes from South Africa. Why do you think so? Who do you think owns it? Do you think anything has changed? 400,000 years ago, the Anunnaki came to mine that gold, and they're still mining that gold today. Who knows where it all goes? Maybe they're sending it back to their planet. Maybe they're just now using it to hold power and wealth. So those families, those people who own those gold mines, they're just the faces of Anunnaki energy, the deeper masters, who are controlling the world. And of course, in this earth, you need power, money, gold. They're all connected. So the Anunnaki in South Africa with their gold mines, it's a network. And there's different kind of hierarchies. There's the masters, there's the middlemen, and there's the slaves, which are us. But those Anunnaki are holding the keys. So what I do when I drive, I bring down the light codes from my Pleiadian blueprint. I have one Pleiadian blueprint, which is my main blueprint at the moment. She's a Pleiadian, a woman from Alcyone. And remember I made that video? I'm going to tell you now, guys. Remember I made that video about, your soul name. I didn't tell you. I'm going to tell you now because this is who I am working with. I am Maya from the Pleiades, from Alcyone. And I'm bringing down the powerful light codes from her. And she's taking those from Alcyone, which is the central sun of the Milky Way, which is connected to the galactic central sun, which is God creator source directly. So I'm taking those light codes in the most powerful way down, and I am spreading them out. And this is energy work. This is all you have to do is visualize this. So you do the same. I'm taking those light codes and I see them as light beams, as diamonds, as lightning. And I'm spreading them out in front of me, miles of where I'm going. And I'm using the golden dragons of Maldek to perpetuate that. They're helping me. And I'm seeing those strands of light going out and dissolving and undoing that key, that black magic key. They're undoing it. That's the energy work that I'm doing. I'm driving and I am bringing the codes and I'm speaking the codes and I'm speaking the light and I'm visualizing and I'm seeing and I'm sending my whole golden dragon collective of Maldek. I love the dragons. They are amazing for that. They can do it, and they together with me and the animals too, the lions. I'm seeing the lions, like the lions and the dragons. They are like powerful and they're helping me. They're doing their own work too, but we're working together and bringing these powerful light codes into those minds, into those people. And as soon as they get to an Anunnaki, that Anunnaki is connected through the matrix to the master and to the higher master and to the highest one, or the lowest one, however you want to see it, to the master, to the root. And it's dissolving it with magic, with light magic, with starseed magic. Because light magic is stronger than black magic, my friends. And I don't know who I'm going to meet in South Africa and what's going to happen. Like, South Africa is quite a place, but that's the work that I'm doing. And that's the work that you can do as well, wherever you are. You can start to visualize and ask your starseed family, whoever they are, and you'll know who they are. And if you don't, just say starseed family of mine, angels, God. Bring me those light codes, channel the light codes through me and visualize them going through your fingers, through your eyes, call in your guides to just to spread that magic throughout the land wherever you see. Wherever you look, I always say wherever my eyes look upon, let that region be penetrated by light codes and let everyone be blessed and let that magic be dissolved, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just 1%. But it compounds and compounds and compounds, and sometimes you just need 1%, my friends. Do you understand this concept? Do you understand this concept? So, memories of there's so much going on. Yes, Cosmic Hyena. There's many subjects to talk about. The thing that I want you to do, though, through focusing on the positive work, on the light work, this is light work, my friends. This is light work. By concentrating on the light codes, by concentrating on channeling that positive energy through, you are also healing yourself. You're healing those traumas, those memories automatically, and they will start to fade. And you will not have to concentrate on them too much. So if you have negative memories, ask your guides, your angels, to bring light codes through you and to heal you. And it's not about ignoring the negative. It's about looking at it and transmuting it very fast. I feel you don't have to do years and years of therapy to talk about the negative stuff. I'm a hypnotherapist. I've worked with people. I've cleared traumas in one session, man. In one session. That's how I know that it's possible. You can clear your trauma in one freaking session. Boom, it's gone. You don't have to harp on all this negative stuff for so long. And the more you do that, the more your personal situation will start to expand, and you will start to get away from all the negative effects of the physical stuff that's happening in this world, of the governments. I have a lot of family in Canada, man. I left there. I have family in Canada. As of now, their physical lives, they're doing fine. They have created a little paradise. They're wondering, they're like, what's going to happen? Is my bank account going to be frozen? Is the grand draconian dictator of Canada, what's he going to do next? Right? I get my righteous anger as well, because it's just, on one hand, it's like, really? Is this really happening? The Emergency Act? Really? Is he really freezing these beautiful Alpha Centauri's bank accounts? You know, on one hand, you can go like that. You can be like that. You can get angry, and I do too. But then on the other hand, you have to move through that and just visualize the light coats coming down. Visualize the life that you want. Visualize Canada or every country how you want to see it. Visualize the freedom. And there are so many people. There's just too many. There's no way that the negative governments are going to take control. There's no way that's going to happen. This is not North Korea. It's not going to happen. So, thank you. You'll know forever. Oh yeah, it's a choice. Right now, my friends, the choices that you make every day are so important. How you deal with everything. And dealing with all this that's going on by letting it move through you. I always say, let it move through you with one breath. When you hear another thing and another thing, it's like, oh my God, breathe it. Oh, what's the V doing now? Okay, is it really causing the HIV now? Oh, okay. You know, what's happening? Thank you so much, Cosmic Hyena. Thank you for your donations. That helps too. Mwah, I love you. So, letting all the negative things move through you in one breath and not focusing on it too much. We can go deeper and deeper and deeper into all the negative things. I've talked about this. We know it. We let it breathe through us. We know all this stuff about Trudeau, about his background, the children. We know it. But we're not going to focus on it because we don't want to give it energy. Because if we focus on it and feel bad, guess what? They're like, ha, 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 we've reached our goal. Suck the fear. Feed on the fear. That's what they do. So this movement in Canada is actually quite amazing, because they have stood in love and unity and freedom and beauty, and no one can suck on that. They're not going to suck on that. No, they need the fear, and they haven't given it to them. The Alpha Centauris are absolutely fearless. They are. They're like, oh, right? That's why they're the perfect group of people all around the world to do this work. And for you to visualize them in freedom, to send them your energy, your positive energy, and to send the light codes to dissolve the slave matrix. If you have family members, what you can do, it's their choice, who are asleep, who are supporting the oppression, just send out light codes day and night. Send out the light codes, send out the light codes, and ask to undo, to just go like this, undo that lock a little bit, that black magic lock that has the DNA, that has the slave mentality locked in there. It's locked in the brain, it's locked in the heart, it's locked in the genetics. Just ask the light codes to come, loosen it a little bit, loosen it so a little bit of light can come in, a little bit of light can come in. And that may be enough for someone to go, whoa, wait a minute, there's this little thought, there's this little piece of consciousness. Oh, maybe all of this stuff is not true. Maybe the government doesn't have our best interest in mind. Maybe the V, maybe I'll wait. Maybe I won't get a booster today. Maybe I'll just hang on for another week. Maybe I'll look at the government and, wow, Trudeau. Maybe he's just a parrot? Like, what's he saying? You know, just a tiny little bit of light that's let in can burst a consciousness open and can free someone from the slave matrix, right? So, thank you so much. Send love of God's source to all that you see and feel. Let the love go to where it's needed most. Thank you, Kimberly. Oh yeah. You guys have got it. You guys have got it. And so this is the work that I'm doing now. And my guides came in, and the closer I get to South Africa, the more I'm doing this. And you know how beautiful it is to be on the road and go and start letting it move through me. So much light. So much light. All of you, you have the whole light of the universe that you can move through you and bring forth into this world. And I tell you, it works, it makes a difference. If black magic works, then light magic works too, because we are magical starseeds. Magic is instant manifestation of your higher dimensional selves moving through you. That's what it is. And we're magical. We're magical. We're high vibe. Okay, let me continue driving for a bit, and then we'll end this live stream at some point. But I've said what I want to say. So let's do some, how about we do some magical coding together as we're driving, okay? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Thank you. All right, let's continue to drive, and I will turn this around. Oh, look at the sun. Let's drive free and clear into the horizon. Oh my God, I love Africa. Ooh. You know how beautiful it is to drive into the horizon, a place you've never been. You don't know. You don't know what's awaiting you. You have no idea what's coming. You don't know where you're going to stay tonight. You don't know what you're going to do tomorrow. This is the ultimate freedom. And you know what? The negatives, they cannot get you or influence you at all if you are free. If you are free, right? Freedom is everything. Look at this. Look at this. I have never been here before. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's going to be around the next corner. I have no idea. And I love it. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. I don't know where I'll be next month. Right? That is the ultimate freedom, my friends. And the more free you can be in your everyday life, in your choices, the more you can free your soul and free your heart. It's an inside job, my friends. This manifestation of my freedom. Everybody, are you still here? My iPhone heated up. Are you guys still here? My iPhone heated up completely. Mette, I saw you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. No, my iPhone suddenly got so hot that it said it turned off. So, yeah, my iPhone is too hot, my friends. I'm going to go again. Oh, too bad. I wanted to do some light codes with you. But listen, this is going to turn off any moment. Black screen. Oh, yes, I know. Okay. I have to give it a rest. No, it's here. It's here. The connection is holding, but now the iPhone got heated up. There's a problem with it. That's a sign maybe. Let's do the light codes another time, all right? So I think we have to end this because it might disappear again. But darkness. Ooh, darkness. Oh, the Annunaki. Are they heating up my phone? Sorry, you can't do that. Let me see how it... Oh, it feels very hot, yeah. But it's my phone. There's a problem with it. So, my dear friends. My dear friends, thank you so much. I'm glad that I was able to say everything I wanted to say. So, we will be back with another live stream. If you like these driving live streams, let me know. And I will do them more often because I'm driving a lot. So when I cross the border, when I'm in South Africa, maybe I'll do another live stream and we'll do some light codes, some magic light codes next time. And I'll show you how I do it. But for now, my dear friends, while we're still here, please, you can do this. You can do this work. It's easy. Light codes come down. Visualize them. Use your energy. I can feel the Reiki energy coming, popping out of my hands just now. I'm like, and you speak your magical light codes out. You speak them. You'll know. It's easy. You know what they are. And then the energy The light, the diamond, the lightning light codes will flow from you, from your heart, from your hands, from your eyes, out of you, out of every pore. They will flow in every direction, and they will dissolve the darkness. They will start to dissolve the darkness. And then you ask, dragons, lions, starseed family, animal kingdom, come with me. Help me carry these light codes and start dissolving the darkness. And they know what to do. They know what to do. You don't have to tell them what to do. The dragons, they know what to do. The lions, wow. The lions, I've seen the lions energetically jumping at the throat of these bad people. Energetically. And that causes these people in the physical 3D to get scared, to move back, to lose their power. That's how it works. That's how it works. You don't even have to visualize them doing that. They do that. The dragons, I don't even want to know what the dragons do. Like, I just send them out and I let them do whatever they need to do energetically, right? Thank you so much, Firefly. Reiki ist ein alter Hut. Daniel, I see you. You're always, Daniel, you're so funny. You're always putting these controversial things, but that's great. I love you. Daniel says he doesn't think they're so aggressive. Well, we're talking about energetic work, but this is a battle, my friends. It is a battle between light and dark. And you know, I'm all about love, but I'm also about, come on, boom, get rid of them, huh? I'm also about that. We are still 3D. We are still light warriors. We do it with love. But man, there's a bit of a fight there. And they are dissolving, crumbling, falling. They're done. They're done. And I'm sorry if that sounds too aggressive, but that's how I see it. That's how I see it. With love and light, they're being decimated if they don't want to accept the love and light and turn to the light. Everyone has a choice. Everyone has a choice. But they're done. They're out of here, out of our life. We don't want them. Okay? Like, that's how I see it, my friends. That's right. No, there isn't. There's no room. All right? Okay, so my lovely friends, thank you so much. I love you guys. Stay tuned for ad hoc lives. I try to do them in the evenings when America is not sleeping, when it's not in the middle of the night, but I can just do the lives whenever there is signal, whenever there is a possibility. So do your work, my friends. Go out there, do your work. Be motivated. Find your way of living 5D paradise right now, like I am. And then it's easier to do your work, all right? Okay, guys, love you. See you soon. Wish me luck crossing the border into South Africa. Those of you in South Africa, let me know. I know some of you already sent me messages. We can meet up. I would love to do that. I really would. Okay? I'm going down the coast to Cape Town. So, thank you. Bye for now. Adios, my beautiful starseed light warrior family.